Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews, out and about in the midst of nature. Having a little fire here, gonna be grilling some chicken. So I figured, what the hell, let's have a beer. Sit up in this seat. Try to get rid of that gut. Alright, and this is not gonna help that, but that's fine. I have another one from the Licking Hole Creek. I've had some bad experiences with Licking Hole Creek. I've had some beers that are just, too booze forward, that need lots of age. I have had their Redneck Wedding, which is just very, it needs, let's just say, just like their Virginia Black Bear, their Redneck Wedding, definitely needs time to age to really become the beer it should be. Let's just say that. Heir apparent literally just blew up everywhere. And I have that on camera, so that's fun. That just blew up everywhere. So people are trying to tell me to email the brewery and stuff, but I doubt anything will come from that, honestly. But hey, whatever. And their nuclear nugget was pretty good, but very, very old school. Very old school. So let's get into this one. See what we have to offer from this one, and I'll explain it to you in just a second. Pour this one out, label out. Big old head on this one. It's alright. That's alright. We'll set it down, and it'll give me a little time to explain the beer. It's a little bit too much of a head, honestly. I don't know why it was that big. But anyway, Nasty Women, or Nasty Woman. I do like a nasty woman, you know what I mean? Especially in the bedroom. Nasty Woman Tequila Barrel-Aged Tripel Ale, aged in Mexican tequila barrels. So that's what that is. This is 1 pint, 9.4 fluid ounces, of course, coming in at 11.13 alcohol by volume, so 11.13% barrel tequila barrel-aged Tripel. There we go. Licking Hole Creek, and I think they're from Gauquelin, Virginia. Yes, they are. Gauquelin, Virginia. Licking Hole Creek Craft Brewery, brewed and bottled with love. So there you go. There's the Nasty Woman. And here, oh, rush hour. No, it's a Schwann's truck. That makes sense. We're so far, I mean, not so far, but we're far away from enough from places where people just say, screw it, we'll just deliver. We'll have our groceries delivered by Schwann's. So here we go. Let's see. Rocky top, almost kind of like a root beer float rocky top on that one head now. It's kind of trying to dissipate. Streaming carbonation that I can see coming from the pinnacle of the glass. Beautiful, slightly brownish tint, copper hues, caramel hues, just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Looks nice. This head is just amazing. Lots of carbonation. Actually surprised it when it generated this much head. I'm surprised you couldn't really see it in the bottle, foaming up in the bottle. Let's get an aroma. Cheers. It's weird. It's giving me a little bit of a spicy pepperiness, a little bit of something that reminds me of clove, and then it's giving me pronounced caramel and vanilla at the same time. It has a little bit of something that reminds me of a little bit of a sharpness. That sharpness of the tequila is definitely hitting me in the nose too. So that is coming forth from the barrel. But blending with that, a little bit of a, at first I thought it was red and apple, but then it kind of dissipated and gave me more of a clovey sensation. It actually smells really nice, very mellow. Nothing's too abrasive. Yeah, shut up. Ooh. Yeah, very smooth, mellow smelling. You get a little bit of that tequila coming through. You have vanilla qualities, caramel qualities, breadiness coming through, a little spicy cloviness as well. Just a hint of it. Hopefully that red apple does come back, because I do like a little red apple in my Belgian. So, cheers. I do like the fact that the tequila in here is very subtle. It's actually remarkably subtle, smooth. 11.3%? Yeah, 11.3%. It's easy drinking. There's not a lot going on. It's a little bit, I say lackluster, but there's not a lot going on. Subtle bready tones. Again, spicy, pepperiness, hints of something that reminds me of a clove. Subtly mixing in with that tequila. Little barrel tannic notes. That spiciness tapers down to a clove, which blends into the nice barrel quality, where all that tequila is laying too. Also a little char. There is still a faint trace of something that reminds me. It's not so much forefront, but it's lingering in the back of the palate, like a hint of a waft of a caramel and a waft of vanilla, mixing it with all those other various spices. A little mineralistic tone, a little copper coin tone in the back there too, mixing. But yeah, that caramel's still there. Bready caramel. Two cars in the same hour. I have to move now. It's weird. It's not a very bombastic beer. What's in there is nice, nuanced. I've had better triples, but you're gonna find that for sure. But it's not a bad beer. Yes, I would like it a little bit more dynamic and bombastic and all that stuff, and I would like to pull some more fruits and stuff out of this beer as well. But 11.3%. Like the other beers, if you let these sit, it's going to get better and better. But unlike the other beers, I don't feel the 11.3% is hindering the drinking experience, and I don't believe it's covering up that tequila, and the ABV on this one is like covering anything up like the other ones were so much. So that's pretty good. Like I said, tequila barrel aged tripels are not something that's very common on the, or at least around here, not common on the beer shelves. So it's definitely an interesting experience trying it. I don't mind this beer. It's not blowing my doors off, not knocking my socks off, not wetting my whistle, not doing all blowing my ass out. I don't know, all your analogies. But it's subtle, smooth, nuanced. I am getting tequila, very subtly. I am getting nuances of a beautiful 11.3% beer. I would have a hard time saying to you, oh my God, I'm not sure if I can deal with this anymore. Anyway, I wouldn't be able to tell you right off the top of my head that this is a Tripel, if you know what I'm saying. The head is ridiculously stupid. I don't know if you can see the quality of the head that's in this ridiculously stupid beer. But yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to go, oh, this is definitely a Tripel. But it definitely has a slight Belgian-esque quality with those clovey notes, that spiciness, a little bit of minerality coming through in the background. So, like I said, I'm not going to spit on this beer. I'm not going to shit on this beer. I'm going to probably buy this beer and throw a couple in the dungeon. You know what I mean? I have I'm pretty sure it's 2 redneck weddings sitting in the dungeon. So I'm thinking I'm going to mirror that and buy 2 more of these and have them sit in the dungeon as well. And just forget about them for a while and come back to like 2 or 3 years. Come back and see what happens. So right now, actually, I wish there was a little bit more to this, but I am enjoying sitting by the fire with you guys and drinking this beer. So I think right now, and I need one. I need a nasty woman. I do. I need a good nasty woman in my life. But so Licking Hole Creek Nasty Woman Tequila Barrel Aged Tripel, aged in Mexican tequila barrels, is actually a pretty good little drop. I like it. Let's see what it says real quick. Dedicated to the nasty woman in all of us. We use American-grown, Sterling, and New Zealand-grown Mataweka hops that help impart a lemon and lime character with a hint of tropical fruit. I am getting a twinge of something. And I was trying to say before, when I was doing the notes, that was twinge of something like a lemon. But it's not imparting so much into the taste. It's kind of blending with the tequila. Yeah, it's blending with the tequila tone, that little bit of a lemon quality. I mean, which is fine. But I'm not getting tropical fruit tones out of this. Multiple hop additions throughout the boil create the textured full flavor. Aged for months in American tequila barrels, notes of vanilla, oak, and choicest tequila complement the honey and citrus tones. The Copped Tripel is known for, I guess that's the original Tripel they put in this, multi-layered, complex, and deceptively smooth. I would, okay, well, I guess talk about that for a second. It is deceptively smooth. I like what I'm getting. I'm glad the fact that I was right about the vanilla qualities coming through. The char is definitely there. I am getting a little bit, like I said, there's that twinge of something that reminds me of lemon in the nose. It's translating to the taste. Everything's accenting the tequila beautifully. I don't get any other fruit tones than that. I don't get any dark fruit tones. I don't get any of the tropical fruit tones. So, and the thing is, you're gonna pop the crap out of something, and then you're gonna age the crap out of something. So right there, you're already fighting your own self. You're already fighting your own losing battle. But yeah, for what it is, I like it, and I don't care that there's not a bunch of tropical fruit notes. I don't care about that. It's a Tripel. I want some dark fruit tones. I want that baker's sugar, that brown sugar molasses battle in the background with a little bit of beautiful other things happening and this, like almost pushing that quaddy area, if you know what I mean, but not quite because it's Tripel. But for what it is, I like this. I'm not gonna keep babbling on while that bird just ruins the review, right? Okay, not that bird. It's my daughter. That cocky asshole back there. So, Nasty Woman barrel aged Tripel from Licking Hole Creek. I'm going to give this one 8.5. 8.5 out of 10. So definitely give it a go. It was only $13 a bottle, which I think is an amazingly cheap price for a big old beer like this, and especially barrel aged. So until the next time, cheers. I'm going to say later. Watch your finger. Hey, when I say watch that finger, you're supposed to shut off.